Most of you would know that The Conjuring is a film based on a true incident. In this house, a smiling family comes to live in a house which was in the grip of ghosts, demons, and spirits. Although whatever is shown in this film is true to some extent, but very few people are probably aware of these incidents absolutely. So today we will talk about the real story of The Conjuring. The Conjuring true story in Hindi. In the winter of 1970, Roger, his wife Caroline, and their 5 daughters moved to live in a farmhouse on Harrisville, Rhode Island. This farmhouse was spread over 200 acres. It was built in the year 1736. Also, Roger and his family had decided to spend 10 years here. Just a few days after he went there, he started feeling the spirits who were residing there. There were many such small incidents from which it was clearly proved that this farmhouse is in the possession of some supernatural power. However, the spirits that this family had to face in the beginning were not doing them any harm. The parents of the children say that they souls only saw their children playing, and sometimes even talked to him. But within a few days the circumstances here took a strange turn. In the house of Roger and his family, many extraordinary events began to happen, especially at night. There were strange, scary sounds. In the house, the photos on the wall automatically fell, the place of things changed, even many times the beds of the children used to float in the air. Due to all these antics, this family started getting very nervous. In those days, the halls of the house were inhabited by souls, especially the souls of small children, which did not allow this family to sleep through the night. Everything was still under control to a great extent, but then suddenly a spirit came here, which turned this house into a very haunted place. The woman whose name belonged to this spirit was Bathsheba. Bathsheba targeted Caroline, the child's mother, and started physically hurting her. This was a difficult time for Caroline, as Bathsheba would hurt her as much as she could throughout the night. There came a time when this spirit picked up Caroline from her sleep in the middle of the night and told her to leave the house loudly in a demonic voice. While doing this, she was sitting right on top of Caroline. It has been told by this family that this spirit was very scary to look at, and its head used to hang on the left side of the neck as if it had been broken by twisting the neck. Caroline also told that she repeatedly pricked him with a needle or any other sharp object, and sometimes made her bed float from the ground to the air. This went on for a few days, and then all of a sudden it stopped happening. Instead of harming Caroline, Bathsheba was now taking control of her body. She was also slowly becoming able to establish her authority in his body. If we try to peep into Bathsheba's personal life when she was alive, we see every link of this aspect connecting. The real story of Aladdin and the magic lamp. Bathsheba Thayer was born in 1812 on Rhode Island. On the 10th of March 1844, Bathsheba was married to a man whose surname was Sherman, and they had come to this farmhouse to spend their married life. Bathsheba had a son, and it is said that Bathsheba had 3 other children who were found mysteriously dead in their childhood. Due to all these incidents, there was such discussion in the village that Bathsheba is a witch who sacrifices her own children and gives their souls to the devil. This was also being spread because when one of Bathsheba's daughters was found dead and the local police personnel investigated, they came to know that someone had strongly pricked the girl's head, due to which she died. Despite all this, no evidence was found against Bathsheba, due to which no one could harm her. Bathsheba died in 1885. He gave his life by hanging himself. No one knows why he did this. Due to these incidents again and again, Roger thought of taking Warren's help. Warren was very famous in those days for his paranormal research and theories. He helped many people and saved them from the clutches of souls. As soon as Warren entered that house, he felt extraordinary powers there. It didn't take Lorraine Warren long to discover that Caroline's body was no longer possessed by her but possessed by some very powerful and demonic spirit. The Varens decided that they would investigate the entire house and drive the spirits away. This step weighed heavily on them because by doing so the spirits became more irritated and started tossing the household items here and there. In the film, we are shown that the Varens did the exorcism on Caroline, but Aslame Ed and Lorraine Warren did not do the exorcism. He used a process called Sansa, with the help of which anyone can make a contact with the dead people and talk to them. Directed by James Caroline's eldest daughter, Andrea, has made it clear that the Varens resorted to breathing exercises that night, making the situation worse. He called the spirits by opening such a mysterious door.